what I wanted to do was to just draw your attention, all of you, if you hadn't already heard or seen, that because it is downstairs, that the Chinese growers have been the catalyst and the driving force behind the production of this fantastic book, Sons of the Soil, and it's a history of the Chinese market gardeners in New Zealand, and it's written by Lily Lee and Ruth Lamb, and it's a fantastic book. I've had a look through it already, and any of you who are involved in the industry, I'm sure will be really interested to have a look. They are for sale downstairs. Together, this book with another smaller tome, Success Through Adversity, which is the history of the Dominion Federation of New Zealand Chinese Commercial Growers. And I think this is an excellent part and a very big part of the history of this industry in New Zealand. So I just wanted to commend both of these to you. It's got a lot of really interesting information. The Sons of the Soil looks at different regions and the families within those regions, many of them who are still growing today. So have a look, and probably more than anything, go and buy a volume. It's part of the history of this industry. And I just want to now invite William Young up to say a couple of words as well.
Yeah, hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm William Young. For all those who don't know me, I chair the Nebraska Product Group for Vegetables New Zealand. In 2006, there was Hal Young came up with the concept, let's write a history about the Chinese growers in New Zealand. And that was the initial idea in 2006. And since that time, Hal, along with all the three authors and the dedicated book launch people, the book committee, has spent 6 years going the length and breadth of the country, interviewing Chinese growers, getting their stories of their lives and what they did through all those years, and collated all that information together, put them together, and to produce a book that was launched on Saturday. After 6 years of this is a book that's taken 6 years of hard work and dedication from a team that's worked really, really hard, and this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Hal Young. So obviously, these sort of things takes a dedicated team of people with a like minds to get these things up and running. For me personally, there is a sad side, because my father, who was interviewed for this book, he was interviewed in November 2006, but he didn't live long enough to see the book, and he is on the back cover, so which is nice tribute. I didn't know, I didn't have any influence in this. The authors ended up with it, and I was just told about 3 weeks before the launch that my father is on the book. So I'm really proud. So as I said, there was a great lot of work behind this book. The authors, Ruth Lamb, Lily Lee, and Nigel Murphy, and Hal, and the rest of the book committee. So the reason why I'm up here is that actually I want to call Hal Young up to present him with two framed certificates of appreciation for all the hard work and the vision that he had all those years ago to actually get the idea of writing the history of the Chinese growers. And I think it's we had the launch on Saturday, and it was a really momentous occasion. I think everybody who attended thought it was really a great event, and certainly that day was truly a day to be really proud to be a Chinese grower. So I think without further ado, if we could get Hal to come up and accept these two certificates for all his hard work and input into the books. Yeah, where is he? How?
Comes over here.
All right. Yeah, thanks, Al. Thanks, Al, for all the input that you put on. Yeah, you better say a few words.
Well, you caught me on a hop there, Willie. Just like I did to Peter at our dinner, our 70th conference dinner on Sunday, I suppose. So you got me back. Yeah, it certainly has been a momentous occasion. I'd like to thank Hort New Zealand and Peter for letting us sell a book here at the conference. I mean, it has been 6 long years, but certainly is very rewarding, the end product. I think when you read it, it's about the social history of the growers, not just, you know, about the growers themselves, but, you know, there's anecdotes about the other parts of the industry, where other growers' sons and daughters have gone on to other jobs and that, and other professions. So I hope those who do buy it, you know, I hope it's enjoyable reading for you. And certainly in terms of the success through adversity, which is history of our federation and why it was actually set up, was set up in 1943 on the insistence of Peter Fraser, the Prime Minister, to help in a war effort, because New Zealand was supplying vegetables to the troops in the Pacific War era there, and he wanted to negotiate with one organisation over the pricing of vegetables that they purchased for sending over to the troops. So that mightn't be too good a read for some people, but it certainly is a like it maps our history right up till now. And while sometimes we haven't had good relations with VegFed, I mean, of late, you know, I've worked in pretty well with VegFed and Hort New Zealand, but sometimes in the old days there was a little bit of friction. But thank you very much. And I know Peter, Brian and Gargiello came to the launch, and we sold out of books, over 600 books we had that day, and we actually sold out of them. So I told Peter that would keep the special price till after this conference, and that's $70 for a set of 2 books. And if you get 2 sets, it's only 120. So thank you very much, everyone, and enjoy your conference.